Hey everyone, Happy New Year. This is Dave from the Adobe Character Animator team, and here's a quick look at some of the best character animator projects we've seen over the past few months. Nerdist has been doing some excellent work with Character Animator recently, especially around Halloween when they had their character Onyx interview horror icons about their opinions on all the reboots and remakes happening to their franchises. One standout feature of this is their style. They've lowered the frame rate here to 12 FPS and are using the pose-to-pose parameter in the face behavior to hold on to poses before transitioning into the next pose, following a more traditionally animated approach that works exceptionally well. Character Animator allowed them to get a large cast of characters rigged and performed quickly and efficiently, and the result is fantastic. Jax and the Booger was made by Warm Springs Productions in Montana, and they usually work on reality TV shows, but decided they wanted to pursue an internal passion project, which was making a series of cartoon shorts. The only problem was no one on the team really had a lot of character animation experience. So basically they binge-watched Character Animator tutorials and came up with 5 episodes about a town where humans and monsters live together. The main thing that stood out to me is how you can tell their film experience plays into the cartoon. It's really well paced, the shots and perspectives are varied, and there's a lot of well-timed sound effects and musical effects that help build the emotion and atmosphere. It's great seeing Character Animator lower the barrier to entry for animation and help this group of dedicated people bring their passion project to life. Great work. Next up is a music video by a band called Bicicletas, and an animator named Pedro Macaron from Tungsteno Films used Character Animator throughout to animate an alien character and the various band members. The alien in particular really caught my attention as excellent lip sync, tons of different hand positions, expressive arm movements. It's a really well done character. And throughout the video, Pedro mixes 3D and motion graphics to keep things visually interesting, and Character Animator fits really nicely into this animated adventure. Digital Puppet shows up yet again in our spotlight for I think like the 273rd time or something like that with their series Bar Talk. This is a hybrid live and pre-recorded show that follows 2 bartenders, Jacob and Miller, who answer questions from viewers, like who should win in a fight, a monkey with a knife or a polar bear, or if Lightning McQueen should buy life insurance or auto insurance. They also held an online poll to see which patron with an outstanding bar tab they should track down, which ended up being Luke Skywalker, so they integrated themselves into footage from The Last Jedi to demand their money. It's a really clever concept and a great example of using viewer or fan interactions to drive the content of a show. Really nicely done as usual. Jessie J Jones is a 2D animator and cartoonist who live streams a lot of his creative process on Twitch. And he uses a variety of programs, including Adobe Animate, but during his streams he takes on the look of this animated monochromatic character. And it's a great character. The head has a really nice parallax quality to it, while the pen moves on his drawing tablet and his fingers tap away on the keyboard. This character has shown up in many of his animations as well, so it's really cool to see that carry through to the live stream persona as well. Jammy Man is an educational piece about picking up your trash that was created by Worker Studio, who we've featured here before. This was done for a local PBS station, and they're planning to do more installments in the future, mixing music and education. The characters are beautifully rendered and animated, and the background and foreground elements are really nicely done as well. Fun fact, they used an old version of Character Animator with the walk behavior's headbang preset to get the rocking back and forth motion of the musicians. I'm definitely looking forward to more songs and adventures from these two in 2019. So how do you get across the idea that certain objects shouldn't be flushed down the toilet and still make it entertaining and visually appealing? Well, that's exactly what the Progress Film Company did for Southern Water in the UK with their video The Unflushables, marrying 1960s-style TV puppetry with Character Animator faces for the eyes and mouths, presumably motion tracked with After Effects. They did a great job with it, and the end result is unique, funny, and truly informative. I hope we see more inanimate objects brought to life using this technique because it's a really smart concept. Alright, that's it for this installment. Thank you very much for watching, and if you'd like to share things that you've made for possible inclusion in a future episode, feel free to use hashtag #CharacterAnimator on social media. That's usually how myself and the team find these things. And if you run into any trouble and need some support rigging your character or figuring out triggers or recording or stuff like that, the best place to get help is the official Character Animator forums on Adobe's website. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and have fun.